Good day everyone, thank you for coming to the channel. Today I would like to showcase my Ribcracker Fury Druid. So yeah, as you can see from my weapon, I'm using a Ribcracker, and this is just a variation from my other build with my Breath of the Dying and the Doom, which you'll find here. So I have the Breath of the Dying here, and I have my Doom, and I made a video for my Doom Great Poleaxe Fury Druid. And so like it's kind of taking a similar gear set, but I'm just swapping the weapon with the Ribcracker, which as you guys may know has an interesting attraction with the Crushing Blow. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you my itemization in the shebang. And so yeah, with my weapon, Ribcracker, one-upped, so it's gotta be done in ladder or in single player. So if you're in non-ladder, you can't get this unless you just buy the upped one from someone. And the reason why I didn't go with the ethereal Zotted option, which would definitely be much more damage, is because I will not be hitting 5 frames per second on my attack with that. So as you guys may know, with Druid attack speed is based on the weapon speed, which is why everyone did the Breeze of the Canyon Fury Druid back in the old days. But also, I mean, outside IAS does affect it, but it's so minuscule. So that's why mainly it's on the weapon, and in the weapon I socketed enhanced damage and increased attack speed roll. So at this I'll be hitting 5 frames. If not, it'll be like 6 frames, like way too slow. I don't think it's really worth playing. So this is my weapon, and for my armor I have a perfect fort. Actually this is life is 1.375, and then all res perfect. 15 enhanced damage base. And I guess one of the inconveniences without having Enigma is the mercenary control. But when you transform, you can't teleport. So I guess for Fury Druid, you kind of like really like, I don't know, Enigma might be kind of difficult thing. But anyways, for my helm, I'm using an upped Jalalar's main. And this is because I had this hanging around. Another solid option, which definitely I recommend, is a G-Face. Because G-Face is going to have a 35 increase crushing blow. So you have 50 from the weapon, and with the 15 from the gore, then you're 100% crushing blow. So that's another way I recommend. But I had this just laying around from my other Fury Druid, whatever. So just decided to go with this. And with my Ami, I'm using a High Lord. So some people may argue about the Deadly Strike, but I guess one option what you can do is go G-Face here with 15 all reds, 9 strength jewel, and then go with the Metal Greed here with a high res version at least. Then it will kind of offset the 30 res that you'll be losing here. Just yeah. And then the question is Deadly Strike. Would that be needed? I mean, you'd be 100% crushing blow. So I don't know. It's something to play with, I guess. And then yeah, here's my gore. Nothing special. And then my dual leech ring with all res and strength and life. Raven, nothing else. With 40-15 Dungle and laying of the hands. And for my charms, shapeshift lifers with these, I guess, assorted in a way. Like on these, like I'm kind of like trying to make sure I'm like maxed out in res. But you could go with max life, max AR lifers charms, And here's my Annie, nothing special. Torch, and my CTA 6/6 CTA with the bow spirit. So bow and a spirit. I don't know, I always kind of see it together. And for my stats, I put enough for the monarch, and then I put rest into Vit. Another option is to kind of like put less life, max out strength for more damage. I tried both, but I think it's kind of up to your preference. And for my talents, pretty cookie color fury, I would like to say, which is you max this, you max this, you max that, right? That's like you're immovable kind of. And then from there you got something to play with. And for me, like yeah, Heart of Wolverine, like yeah, just you gotta max that. What else, right? So that means 4 are maxed. So that's 80, talents in it. Then you got rest to play with, which is like good 13 to 15 depending on your level. And here, like, I put 1 up to Grizzly Bear, and I'm actually putting into Summon Dire Wolf. And that's because that is synergy here. And I understand that Summon Dire Wolf will increase the hit points of the bear. So, for me, bear is just literally a me shield. So that's why, I put it in there. So that's how I went with my talents. And for my mercenary, as I always cry and bitch and complain, I mean, not complain, but always advocate, just Reaper's Toll set, nothing else, I think, and yes, if I could teleport, it would be so much more useful. And other people have like argued the usefulness of the pride with the level 20 concentration aura, which increases your damage, which definitely, I mean, yeah, I have pride, and I love it, but I guess for me, again, it's about the focus point. My focus point is that I want to be able to deal with any situation given to me. So if I have pride, then physical immunes, I can't do anything with. But at least with Reaper's Toll, it has a chance to remove that immunity. Sometimes it doesn't if the immunity is too high. But still, at least I'll be able to be able to deal with the physical demon monsters. So that's why I chose this way. Now, if you have different reasons or focus, I mean, by all means, go for it, right? So anyways, that's the whole shebang. Let me go ahead and show you the cow, Diablo, and Baal. So let me go ahead and buff up. So I'm sitting at about 6k life, which I think is, really nice. And I say this with all my melee builds, but just to kind of reiterate, like if you see my buttons, like my left button is almost nothing. Like, oh wow, my bear is gonna be. I have right click on the ground, on the empty ground, and then I'm just dragging it around. Oh wow. Go ahead and. Oh wait, it's here. So that's how I usually do my attack movements with my melee characters. It's almost like I always say it's like an eraser, And wow, my guys are just dying like crazy. Why is that? I have no clue. But let's go on. So it's like back in like StarCraft Brew days, right? The science vessel, the human science vessel. Like I don't know if you guys, ooh, Monarch, I gotta definitely see that. What? Ooh, I have this already. I don't know if you guys watched those games before, but me, and I said it many times, I'm Korean. So definitely I watched those growing up. And like when people play those games, like there are certain terminologies that they use, right? So with this, I forgot the terminology that I was talking about. I'll have to rewind my video and stop it and stuff, which I think would be kind of weird. So I'm just gonna go on. Anyways, ooh, okay, something dropped. Oh shit, I need more. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll just wait for it. So yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I was talking about the science vessel, right? So yeah, it comes from there, like. So I don't know if you guys used to watch those pro gamer stuff, but what Korean pro gamers do, especially against Zerg, is they'll put the eradicate onto the science vessel, and it won't like hurt the science vessel because it's not biological. But if you drag it around the any kind of biological unit, the science vessel, then it's going to do damage to it. So that's the expression, eraser. That's where it's from. Like. Just use science vessel and you eradicate yourself or science vessel, and then you also put another ability which makes your science vessel like really defensively strong for like 20 seconds or something, and then you just go around like just drag yourself along your enemy Zerg usually I mean, against Zerg it was like a cookie cutter, you know, so that's why every time when I talk about the way I played my melee character, that's how I'm kind of me, you know, it's like science class, I drag it around and I just erase. Like, since I had entered this game, like, I didn't do a lot of clicking. I'm sure like you guys can probably really hear from my mouse click, which the audio is, you know, still catches. And you know, with my other tools, especially like in caster, like I'm like clicking constantly. I'm sure you guys know what I mean, especially when you're teleporting around. But with this melee tune, like I just right click onto the empty ground once and I just drag around. So like it's less, you know, less clicking on my finger. And if you see my right side ability, see I'm switching between X and C. Because those are my hotkeys, you know, and I find them most convenient for me. And yeah, like, you know, one is the Fury, and the other one is this, you know, this big ball thing. Like, what was it called? Feral? Yeah, Feral Rage. So it makes you run faster, and it makes you leech more, and it has like 20%, 20 seconds duration. So, you know, just, oh wow. Are the mobs strong or something? Like after the reset, like they did something, they brought the server down or something, but have the mobs been like, well, I have another tune in here, but still, nevertheless, like I feel like the monsters are so much stronger. Like they weren't this strong before. Like did Blizzard do something? Oh my god, seriously, something's going on. I gotta run away. Okay, hold on. So, but with the build, I mean, you know, right now I'm sitting with, what, 50 plus 15, so it's 65. So, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 of my attacks are going to be crushing blow. And, you know, with this build, I guess, you know, the high amount of crushing build is the point. But nevertheless, yeah, these counts are hurting me pretty badly as well. But, yeah, so this is the kind of the play style. And, oh, you know, I didn't do my speed calculator. Let me see if I can just pull that out real quick here. Alright, so let's go ahead and just reset Druid in a werewolf form using, what was this? Oh, yeah, Stalagmite. What the hell, whatever that is. I can't even pronounce it. Yeah, English is my third language, I'm sorry. Okay, so this piece of crap with 65, right? Fury. And my, you know, werewolf, just say 30 to be on the low side, right? Minimum like this. See, even then I'm at like maxed out, but that's 5, say 5 frames per second. So if you lose this, see, if you lose 5, then it becomes 559, which I guess it would be slower, right? So if you're at 50, see, you're 6 frames. So, you know, this weapon comes with 50, and if you're gonna just zot that as ethereal, then you'll be hitting at 6 frames per second, which is going to be slower than this. Now, I'm sure I have other videos of my Fury Druid with, you know, Tomb Reaver, with the increased attack speed jewels and dot rune. Yeah, that guy swings at 4 frames per second. The difference between 5 and a 4 is pretty noticeable. So you don't want to be sitting at 6, trust me. Like, those high numbers with the ethereal, you know, like, okay, let me get that. But with the high numbers you'll see on the ethereal version, and you zotted it, I mean, is that gonna be worth the speed loss that you're gonna have? I don't think so. Well, I guess that's my preference. I don't think so, and that's my preference. Like, I wouldn't do that, you know? Like, because I tried 6 frames, it's not that fun. You know, and I guess in the end, you know, it's all about fun, right? It's like, you want to kill things effectively, but you want to have fun doing it, like your way. So anyways, all these, ooh, wow, you know, yeah, I need my thing to survive. Oh, it's interesting. I don't know why my thing just keeps dying. Like, I guess I can kind of see why. I can see what's going on here. Because I noticed, like, when all these things got liquefied, like, for some reason they just went to target my heart and so I don't know, there's something with the AI like targeting kind of going on. Because they won't normally target my, you know, secondary summons like that. So I don't know why, but regardless, let me go ahead and just finish through here. So as you see, I just go with the Feral Race mainly and just run around with the max speed. And it's 20 seconds, which isn't that, you know, short, but it's not like long as well, you know? Like, I need to like, I guess kind of, yeah, I need to like, yeah, kind of protect them. So now I start clicking the left click a little to kind of control better. Hey yo, like don't run away from me, don't die, man. So yeah. Yeah, like as my mercenaries like with me, you know, his proc's gonna help me out with the damage, you know, the killing and, you know, slowing them down and all that, right? So yes, if I had a form of mercenary control, that would be nice. But when you talk about a mercenary control, you're talking usually teleport in the form of enigma. So, you know, so that's why I like playing my Tesla deck, because he's melee oriented and he can teleport, right? So, you know, I get to really take advantage of the benefit of the proc of, you know, Reaper's Hold. Anyways, so that's, I guess, one thing that's kind of unfortunate overall, I feel like, for Druids, where, like, you know, if I had a form, if I could do what Paladin does, and be a Druid and not feel too inconvenienced by, you know, the limitation, I guess. I mean, if they just limit teleporting on shapeshift form, I think that would solve the problem. But, you know, they wouldn't, so. But anyways, as I just yapped away, I guess I'm done with Cow. Looks like, yeah, I'll just finish it here. So let me go ahead and go to, well, let me buy something here, and also let me just help myself use my other tune to teleport my ass over there. And let me come back, and let me go to the town first. Okay, I'm back with my portal. Let's continue. Teleport, no, not teleport, transform, and start my things. So overall, I like this build too, but you know, so I have like total, in a way, I have three druids dedicated to being a fury style with two wolves and one bear. But you know, this tune has 3 different weapons total, and you know, just by swapping the weapons around, I can, you know, take full advantage of them and just enjoy the, you know, the play style. And like, I didn't want to make 3 separate tunes for 3 different weapons. I couldn't, maybe, you know, I mean, some of you maybe you like to, but for me, like, I mean, everything was pretty repetitive, like gear wise, I mean, everything, you know, just only thing that really different was the weapon. And you know, I guess, yeah, I was kind of cheap. I guess I'm Asian, and Asians are cheap. But yeah, just, I don't know. I'm like, damn, you know, I don't want to make like 2 more tunes and have to buy all these like items again just for that. Like, what if I could just swap around? It's more convenient for me. So yeah, that's why, like, this is a little bit of that kind of roleplay druid, you know, with 3 different weapons total. I guess that's kind of cool thing. Like with 3 different weapons, I get to enjoy, you know. I can swap and just, you know, I mean, go back to town and just swap to Doom and just start taking advantage of that right away. I don't have to respec or do anything. So you know, that's one thing that I enjoy with this kind of versatile character. Yeah, like overall, I like it, but it's not Tomb Reaper good. I think Tomb Reaper is better because he kills faster. Because yeah, 4 frames per second, it really makes that kind of difference. And on my Tomb Reaper Druid, like, I don't have much crushing blow, but because of the pure speed and the high damage that it delivers, it's able to kill through the trash really fast without, you know, high crushing blow or deadly strikes. But still, this is, you know, Ribcracker is kind of a unique weapon. Like, I like it, you know. Just, I guess the main focus of this build is the crushing blow. So you want to make sure you have high of it. And like I was explaining earlier in the beginning, with the helm, yeah, you know, G phase with the Druid. Maybe not even 15-9. You know, if you're gonna use Metal Blade, because like you're losing 30. Metal Blade on top gives you up to 35. So you know, maybe you can go like 49, 40 enhanced damage and 9 like strength, you know? Ooh, this one, let's kill that. Nice. So yeah, you know, with the help of the mercenary and you know these procs here and there, it's pretty fast. And let me redo that. Let me go in. Oh, I lost my big red ball. Yeah, this is the pack that always just, you know, makes people hate you, right? They have a chance to kill you. In full 8-man games, yes, that spawn has a chance to kill anybody, even the bot. Which I think is one of the main reasons why, you know, a lot of the bots by default have the same some sort of message saying don't open the seal. I mean, I think it's kind of because of that. Well, also it kind of messes up the bots actually, that's why as well. Oh, my thing died again. Okay. So that, I don't know why. Maybe after the reset, or I know Blizzard restarted the server because games been just, well, one or two for me. Game's been lagging, and also I'm sure you guys know in the login, it's been just crazy for over like 2 months. Like you get stuck in the, you know, connecting or like checking version screen for like forever, you know. And what I would do is just keep trying, you know, and eventually like you get logged in. So when I'm like muling, like this is really annoying because it's on a different account and whatnot. So I have to like, you know, kind of go in there and stuff, and I have to like log out and re-log back in, and I get stuck on those screens, you know, and be like, oh my god, like I can't log onto my mule, you know, and I'll be doing that for like sometimes like 2 minutes. So that has been fixed from what I know. Like now, every time I just connect to Battle.net, like right away on the first try, boom, you know, I'm in. So that's good. But the problem, like there's still lag. But anyways, let me bring my sorceress to open the next portal now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got my portal. So let's go ahead and buff up as always. Get these crows out, ravens out, they help out. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, the worst, right? Those little, you know, I guess, whatchamacallit, suicide skeletons, like, yeah, they're one of the biggest monsters that kills people still. Okay. First wave. So, for what I noticed, because of the high crushing blow, like, it really like shines on bosses. Like earlier in Diablo 2, you know, I don't think that was slow kill. And yeah, the biggest thing is again the crushing blow. Yeah, on these like trash mobs though, yeah, definitely Reaper's Toll, I mean the Tomb Reaper, the Ethereal Tomb Reaper would be like much faster. Okay, the third wave. Okay, the proc run. Okay, let's get out. I'm gonna like just keep summoning the bear right there. Let him take the beat. Don't die. Okay, yeah, let me. Okay, he survived. Good. Okay, let me do that. Okay, the next wave. Okay. Oh, and also my mercenary is Act 2 Might Aura. And, you know, with that, I'm rolling like almost like 9k, which I would say is on the low side. Because, you know, my Tomb Reaver, Ethereal Tomb Reaver, I think he rocks it around like 16k on the max. So, yeah, to me 9k is on the low side. But again, you know, the emphasis is on right here, the crushing blow. Alright, so that was the last wave. That last wave wasn't even that hard, right? I was able to take care of them pretty nice. Yeah, if there's a mana burner though, that would be like really bad. But if not, it's not too bad. But can I win a mercenary? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like the mercenary, wow. The mercenary control. Like if you can teleport, I mean, you know, it's so simple right now, right? But since I cannot teleport, makes it kind of complicated. You know what? I need to be summoning my thing. Okay. So, come on, go. Yeah, Nah, but it's probably the attack rating, right? Baal is always low on the attack rating. It's hard to hit. Okay, but I don't think it was too bad. Let's see, 75%. Yeah, want to be above 80, right? But again, I guess, you know, this tune isn't necessarily specialized for this weapon. It's, you know, kind of sharing 3 different weapon types. So yeah, but for that, you know, I'm pretty happy. Maybe one day, once I build more D2JSP forum gold, maybe I'll separate it out. But anyways, yeah, that was the play. You know, that was the play style. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good one.